Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm your other Taekook. It's a complete boy to boy FF. If you don't like my voice, mute guys.
Jungkook, now you understand, Amma Appa. My Hyungi didn't betray me. They nodded while looking down. I know you all care about me so much. That's why you did this. But Miss John, please forgive me, son. I thought he. Please forgive me, Cookie. Jungkook shook his head as Tae looked at him, smiling. Tae, go. Jungkook immediately ran towards her, hugging her. Today is the day both were waiting for. It's been 2 weeks of his coronation, and now standing on the sale waiting for his love impatiently. Because of the rituals, they couldn't meet before the marriage, so they couldn't see each other, but they always sneak into Jungkook's room to meet him. They always cuddle together and sleep. When the dawn comes, he vanishes into the air. Now both were excited so much to see each other. The maids were busy putting accessories on the pale skin. Others were looking at him through the mirror, smiling. Miss John, my baby looks so beautiful, she said, kissing on his forehead. Tay was looking at the way from where his omega would come in any time. Smelling the sweet scent, he was sure it's his omega. He closed his eyes as he opened when he felt the presence. His heartbeat stopped again and again whenever he saw the younger. He saw his omega walking towards him. He felt the other's presence fade away. He stood there staring at him as he held his hands out for his love to climb up the stairs. He was wearing a scarf covering his ethereal face. The purple handbag adorned on his body. The long veil was following him behind while he was walking through the flowers. He held the soft hands in his rough one, tightly gripping it. He held him when he was about to trip and fell down. Tay had his hands on his curved waist, tightly holding him up to his chest, while the younger had his both hands placed on his chest. Both kept staring at each other, getting lost in each other's eyes. Hearing his mother's coughing sound, both come back to earth. Tay made him stand on his feet as both smiled shyly. Soon everything finished as both kissed each other. Tay was sitting on the bed waiting for his baby. Soon the wait was over as he saw his omega coming inside while looking down. He immediately went towards him while hugging him tightly. Tay, I missed you so much, Bun. Jungkook, it's only been a hour, Alpha. Tay, I can't even stay 1 second away from you and you are talking about hours. Jungkook shook his head, soon his back met the wall, but he placed his hands on his lips, shaking his head. Jungkook, have patience, Alpha, I have a surprise for you, he said and went to the washroom. After some time he came out and saw Tay sitting on the bed. Hearing the footsteps, he looked up and saw his bun standing there as ethereal as always, like an angel fallen from heaven, and looking so hot too. He looked at his baby who was looking at him. He went to him slowly and stood there on the middle of the room. Jungkook, Alpha. Tay come out of his thoughts and slowly went to him. Oh, you naughty naughty babies, give them privacy. Jungkook was walking through the garden, talking with Miss Kim, laughing, hearing Tae's childhood stories. After that, they went inside and he saw his alpha coming towards him. He smiled at him and went towards him. Miss Kim already went to her room. Today, at night, there is a party on the palace. Alpha pinned his Omega on the wall while kissing him hungrily as Tae took him in his arms, placing him on the bed, hovering above him. Tae dived into his neck, sending him nuzzling on the smooth skin. Tae, I missed you so much, Bun. Jungkook, I missed you too, Hyungi, he said, wrapping his arms around his neck, hugging him tightly. Later that, Jungkook was walking through the garden when he saw his brother's maid coming there. Few hours later, after the rounds, Tae come to his palace while looking for Jungkook. Tae, Amma, did you see my Luna? Miss Kim, no, Tae didn't come a hour ago. He go with him, but didn't come back. Tae, what? He himself went out of the palace to his home and saw Jimin Yoongi talking on the pathway to their home. Seeing Tae, they bowed as he asked, Tae, where is my bub? Both were confused as they said, Jimin, he didn't come here, he must be in palace. Tae, what? Amma said you come there and take him with him an hour ago, he asked in disbelief. Jimin, me? What are you saying, King? I didn't go there. Tae, so you are saying my Amma is lying? Yoongi, King, my mate was with me full day. I can assure you he didn't come there. Tae, then where is my bub? I couldn't even mind-link him. Tae was worried sick as he tried again to mind-link, but he didn't get any response. Tae, I checked everywhere. Stop it if you all are playing. Tell me where is my bub? Yoongi, why do we have to hide him, King? He is my brother. Maybe he is playing with you, you know. Yoongi said, smiling. Tae was feeling so uneasy. He closed his eyes as he mind-linked his bun. Tae, baby, are you there? If you are playing with me, stop it, bub. I am worried. Yoongi, maybe he is in palace itself. Tae, no, I checked everywhere. No, it can't happen. Soon he widened his eyes, shaking his head. Yoongi, what happened, King? Tae, witches. If he didn't take him, then it will be only witches. He clenched his fist as he shifted, rushing into the forest. Yoongi was worried as he went back, him telling Jimin to go to the palace to check if he is there or not. A hour ago, Jungkook, Jimin here, Jimin Kooky, Jungkook, what happened here? Why are you looking sad? Jimin, Kooky, Yoongi, Jungkook, tell me here, what happened to him? Jimin, he is going to reject me, Kooky, he said he loves someone else. Jungkook, what? Jimin nodded while crying as Jungkook consoled him. Jungkook, but that's not possible. Hyung said he loves you. Jimin, no, he don't. Jungkook, okay, don't cry. Where is he? I will talk to him. Jimin, he is with that girl. Jungkook couldn't believe anything. How can his Hyun do that? Didn't he love him? He looked at Jimin, who was crying as he took him outside of the palace. Jungkook, Jimin Hyun, where is Hyun? Jimin, I will take you there. Jungkook nodded as both went to the mountain. Jungkook looked around, seeing no one as he frowned. Jungkook, where is he, Jimin Hyun? There is nobody here. He turned around, looking back as Jimin wasn't there, but an old lady wearing a black colored dress. Jungkook, Jimin Hyun? Which, oh poor boy, got trapped. Jungkook gulped while looking at her. He tried to transform, but couldn't as he looked at her. Which, don't try boy, you cannot transform. Be a good boy and sit there. Jungkook tried to run away but couldn't as he felt dizzy as a sparkling powder was being spread into the air. After a few hours, he slowly opened his eyes, looking around as he winced in pain, looking at his hands which was tied. He looked around trying to see where he was. It seems like a cave. He tried to get up, but his legs were tied too. Jay, so you woke up? Jungkook, you? He was shocked seeing him as Jay smirked. Jay, what happened? Shocked? A scary voice echoed through the cave as Jungkook, being scared, moved back. Jay, it isn't me, baby. It's my twin. There is more you should know, but we can do that tomorrow. Tonight there is more work to do. He came towards him trying to touch, but Jungkook pushed him away, moving back. Jungkook, don't you dare touch me. Jay held his jaw tightly while Jungkook tried to push him as the wrinkled old lady came there as Jay left him. Which, we need to be quick. He can reach here anytime. While they were talking, Jungkook was busy trying to mind link this alpha. Jungkook, Alpha, Alpha, Tae, Bun, where are you? Can you hear me? Jungkook, please save me, Alpha, I'm scared. Tae, shh, don't worry, Bun, Alpha will come soon, okay? Tell me, where are you? Jungkook, I don't know, Alpha, I don't know, somewhere in a cave. Tae, cave, can you see anything else inside there, bub? Jungkook, there is so many things written here, Alpha. There is many weapons kept here too. I come to the mountain when Jimin called me Alpha, but that was witch. Then she sprinkled something and I went unconscious. Alpha, they are planning something. I'm getting scared. It's J Alpha. It's his twin. Alpha, I can't hear you, Alpha. Tae was hearing everything, but whatever he is saying, Jungkook couldn't hear it. Tae, Bun, are you hearing me? Don't worry, Bub. Alpha got you. Okay, I'm close to it. I will reach there soon, Bub. Jungkook, Alpha, please come soon. I feel dizzy. Tae, don't worry, Bub. Alpha is coming soon, okay? Jungkook, Alpha, I can hear a waterfall sound too. Alpha. Tae was sprinting through the forest, jumping upon the wood and obstacles coming in between him. He was going mad as Yoongi couldn't even match up to his speed. He sprinted into the forest, running fast as he can as he tried to mind link his baby. Hey, I'm coming, baby, don't worry, I will come there soon. Please don't be scared, Bub. I will come soon. He was literally panicking as he sprinted towards the mountain. He went there and saw nothing. Hey, where are you, Bub? He roamed around the mountain and went inside the cave, which was empty. His mind was a mess as he stood there looking everywhere. He kept looking here and there as he started thinking deeply. Hey, waterfall? He downwards the mountain as he went left of it and saw a tunnel there, and he went through it taking right of it and saw many rocks there piled together. He jumped on it going up as he saw the cave. He couldn't send him as he quickly went inside and saw a dreadful scene. Jungkook was trying to mind link again, but he couldn't. He saw Jay coming towards him as he backed away, but he took him, dragging him to bed and tied him there. Jay, what should I do next? Which, let me do the rest. Warning, there would be some unusual things happening like magic, so read it on your risk. She took a large bowl and take out some powder sprinkling into the air. She took her stick on her hands, spelling some incoherent as she looked at Jay. Which, now it's your turn. I spell it on him. He won't remember himself. You can do whatever you want with him. Seeing him, Alpha will be on his knees. He is his weakness. He cannot do anything. He will lose himself seeing his dear Omega like this. And now it's your turn, she said with a wicked smile as Jay smirked. Jay, I will be the king of this kingdom, right? Which nodded. He looked at Jungkook, who was now unconscious, laying there on the bed as he slowly went to him. He started hovering above him, looking at him. They was standing there looking at the scene as his blood boiled, seeing it as he jumped on the male who was now looking at him. Both fall on the ground as the Alpha take out his paw, scratching him on his face, who let out a cry. Jay transformed, trying to attack him, but he couldn't as the Alpha King was really strong and powerful. He again jumped on and put his claw inside him, making the other cry and transform again. He held his legs, throwing him out of the cave. He looked at the witch, who was now spelling something. He didn't let her complete it as he transformed and took something from his pocket. It was a locket gifted by his grandparents. He crushed it, making the old lady look at him. Which, no, they didn't care about anything as he crushed it further, making a blue substance spread over the witch, turning into ashes. He looked at the locket, which went back into his older form as he quickly went to Jungkook, trying to wake him up. Hey, baby bub, please open your eyes, baby. Hyungi is here, Bun. Bun, open your eyes. He dived into his neck, biting on the mark which had on his pale neck. Hey, respond to me, my Luna. Kook, Alpha, hearing it, Tay kept biting on the mark, making him open his eyes. Tay, open your eyes, bub. Jungkook slowly opened his eyes as he looked at him confusingly. Jungkook, who are you? Where am I? He said, pushing him away. Tay was really shocked as he looked at him, trying to calm him down. Tay, baby, calm down, okay, calm down. Jungkook, why am I here? Who are you? He said, looking at Tay, backing away from him. He looked at Tay and started crying. He felt his head paining a lot. Tay hugged him tightly, giving him warmth and took his head into his neck as Jungkook calmed down, feeling the scent, but soon he fell unconscious. He looked at Jungkook, who was now sleeping on the bed, as he kissed on his forehead as he held his hands tightly. Tay, don't worry, baby, everything will be fine. He again kissed on his forehead and caressed his hands and covered him on duvets and went out. saw the packed doctor as he went to him. Doctor, Luna is completely fine, King. Tay nodded as he saw J-Hope coming there as he went to him. Tay, he doesn't remember me. Hobie looked at him as he asked, Hobie, did you get something from there? Tay gave everything to Hobie, who looked at everything and looked at him again. Hobie, she used a strong spell. I think it's because of this powder. He forgot about everything. He took the book, reading it as he looked at Tay. Hobie, when is the blood moon? Tay, 2 days later. Why? What happened? Hobie showed him the book, telling him everything. Hobie, she used this spell. It is a sacred spell. One uses this to control someone, their emotions, their brain, everything. If we use this spell on someone, they would be in our control, and she used this to control Luna. Tay, but she's no more. Hobie, that's a relief, but but what? Hobie, on the day of blood moon, all wolves become weak. She really used the correct time, but now she is no more. There is another problem. If she was alive, then after Luna woke up, Luna would be in her control, doing whatever she is saying. But now she is no more and getting no command. He would hurt himself and at last taking his own life. Hey, Hobie, what are you saying? Stop joking. Hobie, I'm not joking, King. Hey, there should be some way to break the spell, right? You know everything, right? Do something. Hobie looked down with the glossy eyes and said, Hobie, there is no way to save Luna, King. Hey, stop it. He screamed looking at him. His eyes turning red, veins popping out. Fingers turned into a clenched fist. He was breathing heavily in anger. Hey, stop lying, Hobie. It's not true. Nothing will happen to my bun. He will be alright. Tay glared at Hobie. His eyes were teared up as he looked at him. He was literally shaking as Hobie looked at the king. He knows the prince for a long time. They were childhood friends. He never ever saw him crying. But today he saw the tears filling those dark brown eyes and fall from those eyes. Tay couldn't feel his heartbeat anymore as it has already stopped. He was losing his mind. He was a complete mess. He kept looking at him thinking maybe he say whatever he said it's not true. But no, it didn't happen. He felt his head bleed. He was growling to come out and was howling in pain. He screamed before kneeling down. His Amma was standing there, not knowing how to comfort him, and Yoongi had been standing there like a statue when Hobie was talking and Jimin was crying silently. Mr. Dion and Miss Dion were crying, hugging each other, not knowing what should they do. Tay, Hobie, my bun, my baby. If something happened to my bub, I will eradicate everyone. He quickly went inside the room and saw his bun sleeping there. He quickly went beside him, taking his soft hands on his rough one and caressed his hairs, kissing his forehead softly. Tay, don't worry, bub. Your hubby is here, baby. Your alpha is here. Nothing will happen to you. Do you hear me? Nothing will happen to my bun. Sleep well, okay? Alpha is here. I won't ever leave you, baby. I'm here, okay? Hubby will protect you. He is lying, baby. Nothing will happen to my bub. My bun, you are listening to me, right? Nothing will happen to you, baby. You are my baby, right? You will not leave hubby, right, baby? He kissed on his cheeks while caressing his hair softly as he kept tearing up, seeing his omega. Hobie, King, there is a way to break the spell. Hobie, come there, panting as he looked at him. Tay, what is it, Hobie? Hobie, if we send him to human world, maybe we can save him. Tay, what? Hobby. Yes, King. If we send him to human world, there is a chance to save him. Present. Tay. I don't have any other way, Bub. I couldn't see you get hurt, Bun. Do you remember what did you do when you woke up? Jungkook shook his head with teary eyes. Both slept cuddling each other on early morning. Jungkook woke up opening his eyes slowly and he saw his alpha staring at him. He looked at him blushing and he looked down. He turned around back facing his alpha, hiding his face in his small hands. He whined when he was pulled into a hard chest while the alpha removed his hands from his face, kissing his forehead. Hey, why are you shy, Bun? I already saw everything, he asked with a teasing smirk on his lips as Jungkook pushed him away, trying to get up. Tay laughed seeing the pouty, angry baby as he got a hit on his face with a pillow. Tay, my naughty Omega, he said as he took him in bridal style and went to the washroom. It's been 2 months after that. Both were so much happy. Their love been increasing day by day. Their life was filled with happiness. But a third person entered their life. Jungkook had his face inside the sink, vomiting everything as he stood up, washing his face as he looked at the mirror. His eyes were teary as he felt his head being spinning around. He felt tired and dizzy. Jungkook, what is happening with me? Tay was roaming on the forest after checking the borders as he felt distress somehow. He immediately went to the palace as he didn't felt good. Tay, baby, are you alright? He mind-linked his Omega who hummed. Jungkook, yes Alpha, he spoke in a weak voice while leaning on the wall. He saw no one there as he frowned. He felt the Omega's chocolate scent which mixed with a strawberry. He went to the washroom and saw him on the floor laying there. He quickly went to him, patting on his cheeks to wake him up, but he panicked seeing him not waking up. He took him in bridal style, placing him on the bed as he called the doctor of the pack quickly. Soon after some time, the doctor looked at him smiling. Tay was holding his baby's hands, caressing it, kissing his forehead with teary eyes. Tay, my Omega is here laying unconscious and you are smiling at me? He asked angrily, ready to punch him. But before that, he stopped when he heard the doctor saying, looking at him scared, Doctor, congratulations, King. Tay, you, doctor, I'm gonna pluck out your eyes. My Luna has been laying here unconscious and you are congratulating me? Miss Kim looked at his son, smacking on his head. Miss Kim, is he alright? Doctor, Luna is completely alright, but need rest for a few months. Miss Kim nodded. Tay, what happened to him? Miss Kim, you can go, doctor. Tay, what? Amma, what he is saying? What happened to my baby? Miss Kim kissed on Jungkook's forehead who was sleeping as he looked at her son. Miss Kim, I'll tell you, I'm going to become a grandma. Tay, what? I asked what happened to my bun. Then why are you saying you are going to become a grandma? Wait, what? He looked at Jungkook who was sleeping as his eyes filled with tears as he held his hands tightly while placing kisses on his hands, forehead, cheeks. He slowly kept his hands on his stomach while he cried looking at him. Soon after, Jungkook opened his eyes slowly as he looked at him. Jungkook, Alpha, what happened? kissed on his entire face while holding his hands tightly. Jungkook was looking at him, worried, seeing the tears as he looked at him. Jungkook, what happened? Why are you crying? Tae took his hands, keeping on his stomach as he looked into his eyes. Tae, your scent has changed, baby. It is mixed with a strawberry. Jungkook looked at him, but widened his eyes, hearing him. Jungkook, really? Tae nodded as Jungkook jumped into his arms, hugging him tightly. Tae, baby, stop crying, Bun. Are you hurt somewhere? Jungkook shook his head while hugging him, hiding his face on his chest. Tae kissed on his forehead while wiping his tears. A bunny boy was now walking on the garden in anger. As he looked at the king who was coming to him, he saw the guards and maids going inside. He kept sitting there making the flower tiara. As he saw the king stood beside him. Jungkook, I'm really mad at you, Alpha. You should go now. Hey, my baby Omega. Why are you mad at me? Now this question irked Jungkook as he looked at him, glaring. Jungkook, seriously, you don't know why I am mad? Tae shook his head confused. Jungkook, Alpha, you better get lost from my sight because I don't know what I am gonna do now. Tae smiled, shaking his head as he took the angry Omega in his arms and went inside their room. Jungkook, you're only increasing my anger by doing this. Tae placed him on the bed while softly kissing on his forehead and cheeks while he purred, craving for the warmth, but he isn't gonna give up. Alpha kissed his baby bump while caressing it softly. Tae, Alpha is sorry, Bun. Please forgive me, he said as Jungkook pouted, looking away. Jungkook, why don't you woke me up on morning, huh? You left me alone. Tae, baby, my Luna. You were sleeping so peaceful, so I thought to not let my baby wake up. Jungkook, still, how could you leave me alone? You know, I cannot sleep without your cuddles. Tae, I'm so sorry, my Bun. I won't do that again. Shall we go and eat something? Jungkook, yes, I'm hungry. Tae, Bob, it's not good for you to stay hungry, okay? Jungkook, it's your fault. You left me alone and I couldn't sleep well and I was mad at you. And that's why I didn't eat anything, he said as he looked at him pouting. Tae took him in bridal style to downstairs, sitting on the chair as he made his baby sat on his lap, feeding him. He fed him, who was just looking here and there, not eating anything anymore. Tae cupped his cheeks, making him look at him. Tae, baby, eat Bun. Jungkook shook his head, looking at him as he said, Jungkook, I don't want to eat, not feeling good. Tae sighed as he went to the kitchen with his baby Luna in his arms. Seeing the king, the maids there bored while looking down, he went inside as the others quickly went from there. Tae started making food as he looked at his baby, who was looking at him, pouting. Tae, what happened, baby? Why this pout? He said, pecking on his lips and pulled out his pout. He was looking at his baby, who was now hugging him like a koala. As his pout became more, looking at him, Tae looked at him while smiling, kissing him on his pout as he looked at his baby, who was now smiling at him. He hugged him tightly in his arms, who just started his baby talking. Jungkook, so tasty. They feed him full as he ate. After that, while patting his baby, who was now slowly dozing off but not sleeping. Tay is now walking on the room with his baby Luna, who was now hugging him tightly while wrapping his hands around his neck and legs around his torso while his head placed on his hard chest. He caressed his black locks softly while patting on his baby's back, making him sleep. Soon he heard a snoring sound as he looked at his baby sleeping. He smiled as he placed him on the bed, covering him in duets, kissing his forehead. Time skip. 5 years later. Jungkook. You brat, wait there. Come on, eat this. No, he said, running around the garden as Jungkook stood there panting. He saw his baby running while giggling. He warned back away. He quickly rushed to him, close to catch him, but the little boy already guessed it as he ran fastly. Soon he saw his dada coming there as he quickly went to him. Before he could jump on him, a big baby had already occupied in his arms, making him pout. Jungkook, Alpha, I missed you. He hugged him tightly, nuzzling on his hard chest. They smiled, kissing on his cheeks and forehead as Jungkook looked at his little baby pouting as he showed his tongue to him. Dada, he whined as they laughed seeing them. Jungkook was giggling as he tapped on his shoulder, who leaned down, taking the little baby in his arms. Kook, Dada, I missed you. Hey, I missed you too, baby. Hey, why are you guys running? Jungkook, ask your son. He was giving me headache. Not eating anything, I had to run behind him. He get down from his arms and gave the little baby to his dada, who was hugging him tightly. They wrapped his hands around his Luna's waist, who put his head on his chest as they looked at the little baby, who was now looking at them pouting. Hey, Kook, is it true? Kook looked down pouting as he said, Kook, sorry Papa. Hey, will you be a good boy and listen to Papa? Kook nodded his head. Kook, Amma, I'm sorry. Please forgive Kook, he said, showing his puppy eyes. Jungkook melted seeing it as he took him in his arms, who was showing his grabby hands, as both hugged each other. Jungkook, finish your food and I will forgive you. Kook nodded as Jungkook took the plate sitting on the bench, feeding him. He looked at Tae, who was now smiling at them. Jungkook, my good baby, he said, kissing on his forehead, who smiled shyly. Tae smiled while sitting there, taking Kook on his lap, as Jungkook kept his head on his shoulder. Tae, baby, is the little one giving you a hard time? He said, caressing his 2 months-old baby bump as the Omega shook his head, smiling. Kook, when will the little baby come, Dada? Tay, soon, baby, he said, kissing on his forehead, who also caressed his baby bump, poking it, making them laugh loudly.
The end. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like my story, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to comment, guys. See you in next story. Bye bye.